Hey, what's going on, guys? Tony here with another episode of The Comic Zone. On this episode, I want to talk about superhero movies in 2016. We're getting close to the first one, so I was like, hey, you know what? Let's talk about all the big ones. Well, okay, maybe not all, but just the ones I'm interested in, my show, people. So let's get right into it. First up, February 12th, Deadpool from Fox. All right, I was a little bit down on this movie because Ryan Reynolds played Deadpool before, and it was really terrible. So I wasn't initially all crazy about it. I was never like a Deadpool fan. I remember him from the Rob Liefeld days, that cheap Deathstroke ripoff. I found out in later years that he became like a totally different character, like a jokey kind of character. He broke the fourth wall, but he's always been that original guy from X-Force that I just thought was like, man, But I've been seeing these trailers and it's looking pretty cool to me. I'm digging what they're doing. I like that it's rated R, so we're gonna get like a really gritty kind of movie. It's just gonna be really brutal and violent and stuff, over the top. I hope this movie does well, because if it does do well, we may get more R-rated comic book movies. All right, next up on March 25th from Warner Brothers, Batman vs. Superman: Dawn of Justice. This one I'm still on the fence about. Every trailer I've seen, there's been some cool stuff in it, but then there's also been stuff that has just been irking me. Lex Luthor specifically. Ooh, picking what's-his-face? Eisenberg? Terrible choice. He's a horrible Lex Luthor. And I know he's not the actual Lex Luthor. He's his son, Alexander, but he's still a shitty villain. Terrible actor, too. But hopefully it'll be good. I like The Man of Steel. Zack Snyder directed this. He also directed Watchmen, which is fantastic. So I'm hoping this movie turns out to be good, but these trailers have not been inspiring me with too much hope, so we'll see about that. All right, and up on May 6th for Marvel Studios, the big one, Captain America: Civil War. They only released one trailer so far, and it is insane. This movie looks like it's going to be the heaviest Marvel movie right after Captain America: Winter Soldier, which is pretty interesting. And the Russo brothers, who also directed this, they said that don't consider it Avengers 2.5. This is a sequel to the Winter Soldier, and that right there excites me, because that was the best Marvel movie out there. Not my favorite Marvel movie. My favorite Marvel movie is still the first Avengers movie, but I'm talking about it in terms of overall quality. You can't top Winter Soldier, so there's a sequel to that, and it looks like it's gonna be even better than that. Ooh, I cannot wait. Give me this movie right now. Like, freeze me and thaw me when movies are good. Ooh, can't wait. Cannot wait. A couple weeks after that, on May 27th from Fox, we have X-Men Apocalypse. Another movie that I'm kind of weird about. Okay, Apocalypse from the X-Men comics, one of my all-time favorite villains. He is great. And Sabanor, the immortal one, fantastic. And then you see him in this movie and he's like, dude, you look like Ivan Ooze. Like, seriously. Then I found out that this dude is being played by my man from Star Wars, the Hispanic flying dude. Like, dude, I loved you in Star Wars, and now you're gonna be like a really crappy Apocalypse? Like, he may be good in the movie, I don't know, but he just looks really shitty. Like, he's all thin and small. I'm like, dude, Apocalypse is supposed to be freaking huge, Oh, man. But here's the thing. I need to say this to myself, mostly. Bryan Singer has not directed a bad X-Men movie. He didn't do Origins. He didn't do 3. Every single movie he's done has been great. So hopefully this meets his quality. But man, that Apocalypse looks really bad. Ooh, we'll see about this. All right, on August 6th from Warner Brothers, we have The Suicide Squad. Kind of surprised about this one. I saw that first trailer. I didn't know what the hell was going on. I'm not really familiar with The Suicide Squad. I know each of the members of The Suicide Squad. I never actually read the books myself, so I didn't know what the hell was going on. A little iffy about it. The last trailer they put out, yeah, that was good. I thought that was fun. Here's the thing. What's interesting, DC is all about, okay, we're gonna make a movie super dark, super serious, all that stuff, right? This movie looks like it's gonna be a lot of fun, and I appreciate it. I was like, come on, DC, you gotta balance these things, you gotta have fun, you gotta have serious movies, but you can't all be serious, you gotta have some fun too. So give me this movie, man. I can't wait. All right, last up, cannot forget about this one, November 4th from Marvel Studios, Doctor Strange. Now, Doctor Strange has always been one of those characters that I've always read about. He's always showed up in other people's books and stuff. I can't say I've ever read any of his books, but I know for most of his history, he's just been relegated to showing up in other people's books. So here's the thing, Marvel, they have a blank check for me. It's like, yo, I know they're gonna do good. They have not let me down at all, so I'm expecting this one to be fire too. And the interesting thing about this is it's gonna introduce magic into the Marvel Cinematic Universe for the first time. Even with Thor, they still kind of aired on like, hey, this is actually just science that you don't understand. They didn't call it magic. This is full on in your face magic. So I want to see how Marvel's gonna integrate that into the universe seamlessly. I think we saw a little bit of a hint of this in Ant-Man when he goes into the subatomic world. Doctor Strange is all about that, visiting other weird worlds. I think we got a little bit of a hint of that, but full on magic, I haven't seen that yet, so I want to see how they're gonna pull this off. Alright guys, so those are the main comic book movies that are coming out this year that I'm looking forward to. I think Gambit's coming out this year too, but I don't really know about that. But those 6 right there, those are the main ones I'm looking forward to. I believe they're like the only ones that are coming out this year, so the list was pretty easy to put together. A lot of really good stuff. I hope that all these movies are successful. We got to keep these comic book movies coming strong and good for us, basically, you know? And that's pretty much it, people. I'm going to try to bring you more videos on a more regular basis now. So that is it. Thank you for watching. What are your most anticipated comic movies? Please let me know in the comments. Also, make sure to like, subscribe, all that stuff. All right, guys. So once again, I was Tony, and I will see you next time. Later.